Hey coaches, ADs, Greg Berg here, and welcome to a replay. I re-recorded my webinar that I had shared the last couple of weeks with ADs and coaches. So in case you missed it, here's about 15 minutes going through the entire CLC bundle, what's in it, and then what it looks like in the background of this system. First of all, I know as an administrator and coach myself, I know how busy ADs are. I know how difficult it is to find coaches today, and I know there's no really good methods and systems out there to develop leaders and train coaches and systemize that in a program. And that's really why I've created this CLC bundle is a practical, efficient, turnkey type of system that can be used for ADs and coaches alike. So let me talk about it. I was able to do this because I completed my final course and my whole vision of what I wanted to do here with Culture Wins OS. So a couple years ago, I finished the Team Leader OS. Most popular program that I've created. Hundreds of coaches use it and have downloaded it today. And then a few months later, about 8 months later, I created Better Coach OS, which is a training program for coaches. It's everything beyond the X's and O's. I'm going to talk about these in a little bit. And then I just this summer created and finished Culture Wins OS, which brings all three together in what this bundle is. I'm going to go through each of these in a little bit more detail. But I want to share right off the bat that I've really tried to make this almost too good to pass up. It is a one-time cost, and I'll get to that at the very end. You never have to pay another fee if you get in right now. You will get lifetime access for every coach in your program, and you get to add coaches year after year at no cost. So you get a new volleyball coach in the spring. You simply fill out the form. I get that. I upload that coach and they have access to it year after year. Next fall, you get a new batch of coaches. You get to upload them for free, no recurring costs. There may be a possibility down the road as new schools get in that this fee goes up or it becomes a recurring cost. But if you get in now, you're never going to have that. So let me talk a little bit about each program. The course I just finished this summer, Culture Wins OS, it's rooted in the 8 traits of a winning culture, a winning program. And really what happens is 3 things. In this, coaches kind of audit the culture of their current program. I have some tools in there where they're going to reflect themselves on their culture. They're going to work with their assistants to do the same. They're going to ask their players, student athletes about the culture. They can ask admin, ADs, and even more to get kind of a full audit of what is our culture now? What do people feel about our culture? And then secondly, we guide them through a process, and this is a 2-hour course, to create their own culture blueprint. That blueprint has their pillars of their program, the standards, what is the culture language that you use, what are the rituals you have in your program, day after day, year after year, etc. And they create a 10 to 15 page culture document, which is everything about their program. And then the real value in this is they plug it into a custom AI tool that I made using a custom chat GPT. I've used all of my culture resources to create this custom tool. And then I've created the system where you can upload your blueprint to it. And now you can ask questions about your blueprint for resources, ideas, and strategies to bring to your culture. So if you want some culture chats this week, if you want some team building activities related to your culture blueprint, it is going to find those for you, and it's all going to be personalized to the blueprint you created. So you might say, hey, I need a 5-minute culture chat for tomorrow's practice based on our culture blueprint. If you have a attitude being one of the pillars of your program, it's going to give you some great strategies, resources around attitude that you can bring to your program. So it's a powerful tool for coaches to use. The second course was my original one, the Team Leader OS. I've since upgraded this, and another benefit of this is when you're in the system, as I upgrade these over time, you're going to get that new upgrade at no cost. The course just gets better over time, and you're going to get access to all of them. But this, in a nutshell, it is a 20 video-based lessons for student athletes. Now, I've made it really practical and flexible. So a coach can simply press play, and they're going to watch a 5-minute lesson of me going through that lesson with the student athletes. And then there's a whole handbook where the coach can go through some discussion questions and then some next steps. There is a training manual and player workbook. So after each lesson, the players go through and they reflect on that lesson. And then at the end, when they go through all 20, they create a growth plan. And so you're creating a whole system of leadership development and a growth plan for that student athlete moving forward. But I've also included a 2-hour course for coaches where it's me talking through training coaches on the system, on the lessons, and then how to use them themselves. So if a coach wants to lead the lessons themselves, they will now know how to do that. They don't have to use me if they don't want to. And I know as a coach, sometimes you want to press play and have them hear another voice. Sometimes you want to lead through the lesson. I've made it really practical and flexible that way for coaches. You can do this with your entire team. You can do it with a small group. You can do it with your captains. You can do it with whoever you so choose. You can do it preseason, post-season, in season. It also includes multiple resources, 30 plus leadership resources. I'll kind of show you them. And then this lifetime access as well. And then finally, Better Coach OS. This is a training program for coaches, everything beyond the X's and O's. I love going to clinics. I love the X's and O's of clinics, but the reality is it's all of these other things that get coaches in trouble that are so important in being a coach. Things like, why do you coach? Organization, communication, culture, leadership, commitment, motivation and mindset, the art of coaching, and more. And so these are 10 in-depth modules. It's about a 5-hour course, and it's an ultimate PD tool. It can be used to onboard a new coach. It can be used for targeted professional development. It can be used if you have monthly meetings with your coaches and you just want to focus on a topic each time. It's very, very flexible. There's other resources in there as well. In a bonus, I am adding my Culture Wins curriculum. This is a growing list of lessons, video-based lessons that ADs, coaches can use. And this is kind of built for a captain's council concept. There's a lot of ADs that might meet once a month with the leaders in their school, and they're looking for curriculum or lessons that they can use with them. So these are 15-minute lessons centered on those 7 themes, and I've got 15 done. I'll have 20 done by the end of summer, and I have plans to have like 40 to 50 lessons, and I'll show you those here in a little bit. Now, this whole system uses the platform called Circle, and I'm going to exit out of here and go into that platform so you can see it. This is the Circle platform. So when any coach or AD accesses the system, what's going to happen is they're going to get an email, welcome them to Great Teams Better Leaders Pro. As soon as they sign up for their account, this is what they see. And on the left-hand side, you can see each course is clearly labeled here. These are called space groups in the Circle platform, and then each section underneath it, each icon, is called a space. So the Team Leader OS has 5 spaces in it. If you notice, under each space, they always start with a Start Here button. You go to that Start Here button, and there is a video, which is me walking them through the course, how to use the course, all the details that they need. There's also going to be text that goes with that you can read through so that you know exactly how to use each course. With the Team Leader OS, I'm going to skip to this third one. These are the 20 player lessons. So simply a coach goes into a lesson and they would press play, and this is me going through a 5-minute video on the myths of leadership. There is the lesson that goes along with it that the coach can guide them through with some discussion questions and next steps as well. Again, that's if you want to press play and have me walk the kids through each individual lesson. If you want to lead that yourself as a coach, you certainly can, and that's where this Coach the Coaches course comes in. 32 lessons guiding the coaches through the entire system, the Team Leader OS, the foundations, the lessons. And so it gives coaches a great foundation of leadership themselves, but it also gives them the tools to lead that. Also with this, the workbook is included here. So you simply go in here and download this workbook and share it with your student athletes. There are other resources in here, many leadership resources for coaches to use with their team. There's even these bonus lessons. These are college, professional, athletes. It might be a short video that's online that I've linked to that you have kids watch a 1 minute Nick Saban video, and then I've just built a 5 minute lesson around it. So you can press play, watch a great video on accountability, and then have a good discussion for them. These are just bonus extra lessons for you. Now, Better Coach OS, again, starts with the Start Here button. Then this 5-hour course goes through this progression. Again, a great onboarding tool, a great customized PD opportunity. But you can see as you go through this, these circles are going to be filled, and it allows you to go through as a coach and get a ton of background information on all that goes into coaching. There's also a certificate here at the end. So ADs, you can have coaches fill out the certificate. You could use it with CEUs in your program as well. There's also resources that go along with this. The Culture Wins OS, again, there's a Start Here button. This is the video course that they go through, and then the resources that go with it, guiding them through the audit, their culture blueprint, and then a link with directions on that custom AI tool. Finally, the Culture Wins curriculum. You can see these are the 7 categories, and if you actually go into the curriculum, up here at the beginning, here are all of the categories. The blue lessons are those 15 ones that I have done already, but you can also see the ones that aren't linked yet. Those are the ones that are coming. So this is going to continue to grow. Again, these are all lessons. I click on one. This is maybe a 3 to 5 minute video of me talking about thermostat or thermometer, and then a lesson that goes with it that an AD or coach can use with a leadership group. The last thing I want to share is ADs. If you go into the School Bundle Start Here button that is for ADs, ADs are the only people that can see this. This gives you directions on how to implement this with your entire coaching staff, how to use the entire site. Also in this Start Here section, I have the implementation guide for ADs. This goes through in detail what each course can do. It also gives you 20 ideas of how to use this with all the coaches in your program. And very simply, if you want to add new coaches here, there are 2 ways to do it. You simply, if you have an individual coach, you fill out a Google form. But if you have a mass upload of coaches, there's a Google or a spreadsheet template, a Google spreadsheet template. You fill out name, email, send it to me, they get uploaded. So it's really turnkey, simple for ADs to use. We got ADs over 10 states that have purchased already over this summer. So I want to shift now, and I also want to share one more thing, that this has an app that you can download on this left-hand side. There's a link to it, the Circle app. And this is incredibly user-friendly on a phone or mobile device as well. Coaches can watch the videos, access it, so that's another option. I mentioned that AD implementation guide. This is what it looks like, or at least the first page of it, but it includes many details on each course and also those 20 strategies on how to use it. So what does this cost? This summer is my summer promo cost. I've only got a couple weeks to go, but a small school, 0 to 600 students, it's $11.99. A bigger school is $14.99. When I share, this is almost too good to pass up. An individual coach buying any of these courses is $129 per course. And so if a coach buys the individual bundle, so they get Culture Wins OS, Team Leader OS, Better Coach OS, Culture Wins curriculum for themselves, I sell that as a bundle for an individual coach at $249. I'm giving it to an entire school for all coaches for these rates. Again, a one-time cost, no recurring fee. You get lifetime access, and you get to add new coaches year after year. No gimmicks with that. It is what it is. If you have any questions, email me, give me a call. I do want to share one other document with you, and that is this document. You can take a picture with your phone of that QR code in the upper right-hand corner, and this will open up on your phone. But what this has, it has my contact information. If you have questions, feel free to text, email, or call. It also has important links. So links to my CLC Bundle website, a link to where you order it, a link to my W-9 if your business office needs that, and a link to the implementation bundle. So again, everything in one spot. You can take a picture with your phone to that QR code to access that. And again, my contact information as well. So with that, coaches, that ends the webinar. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, thank you, and we will hopefully chat with you soon. Take care.